Gandrud West Mason Value Center. Value priced quality vehicles at GandrudWest.com. Gandrud West Mason Value Center. One low price, always. Sectional semifinals are here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Tonight, it's a matchup of two FBA schools for the right to go on to the sectional finals. Hello, everyone. Along with Dick Napinski, I'm Chris Baring. And Dick, tonight, it's the Appleton West Terrors against the Oshkosh North Spartans in the rubber match. Both teams won a game in the regular season, and both teams tied for second in conference this year.
And each of these teams, very different styles of play. Oshkosh North, we've seen them before. They like to move up and down the floor. Appleton West can move up and down the floor too, but much more deliberate. Will play the half-court game and a lot of size.
Our Gandrud stars to watch tonight. First off, for the Oshkosh North Spartans, he's a sophomore and he's a good one, Tyrese Halliburton.
And the great thing about Tyrese Halliburton, you take a look at him, very quick, very athletic, can get to the rim so well. But the big difference is his maturity. Even as a sophomore, understands, plays within his emotions much more than he did even at the beginning of the season, and he's lifted the Spartans because of that.
For the Terrors, he's been a terror this season, averaging almost over 18 points a game. We're talking about Jack Flynn.
Amazing. Jack Flynn at 6'8", how far he's come in a single season. Kind of a role player last year. Boy, did he step into a starting role this year. And he also can run the floor well, amazingly well for a 6'8" guy. But his position, down low, he's going to be tough to stop for the Spartans.
We will have the starting lineups in the opening tip coming your way next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
In a positive manner. And now it's time for the
Welcome to Stephen Randall Court. Oshkosh West is the host school for this sectional semifinal. It was supposed to be at Oshkosh North, but the Spartans made it through. Can't host the sectional, so they come to their crosstown rival to take on Appleton West tonight.
And as it should be in a sectional semifinal, this place is jammed. I see about 8 seats left, and those are people still out in the parking lot. They're coming in right now as we head toward the starting lineups.
Starting lineups are being introduced. Dick, what do you see that interests you tonight?
Well, first of all, for Oshkosh North, Shane Wissink, really a guy who makes it go. Halliburton is known, scores a lot of points, but Wissink can shoot from 3. He can drive to the hoop, too. They really are a tandem out of guard. Meanwhile, Appleton West, take a look. Any of these guys can score. Jack Flynn is best known, but you take a look at Joey Reeder. He's 6'6". He can put the ball on the floor. He's somebody who, if he has a big game, it's going to be very difficult for the Spartans to try to find enough people to defend.
Keys to the game.
Well, first of all, for Oshkosh North, keep your guards up. You have to do something with the guards tonight, and everybody has to rebound. Everybody on the boards tonight. Meanwhile, Appleton West is in like Flynn. It goes inside to Jack Flynn, and you've got to set the speed limit. Control the tempo of the game. Do not let Oshkosh North get going too fast.
And there is Jack Flynn.
Officials for tonight's game are Dan Yagodinsky, Jim Jorgensen, and Mark Janritter. And concessions are available outside of the main gym.
And there is Coach Frank Shady. He's taken a lot of teams this far in the tournament and down to Madison, 30th year as the head coach, closing in on 600 career victories.
In that top 6 all-time state-wise, Brennan Hussey has been at West for a number of years, 9 years now, coached at Xavier before that, a very experienced coach, savvy coach. He has the horses this year, and these two teams each beat each other, and they tied for second place. Here we go.
Jack Flynn wins the tip back, and it's Jason Thomas with the ball to go for Appleton West.
Kind of a 3-2 look on defense out of the Spartans right away. They're going to have some variations on D just to try to control the inside game.
Down to the corner. That's a 3 on the way for Majors. No good. Rebound comes out.
That one may have been tipped just a little bit.
Kicked out on the left side. Gabrilska. Now Halliburton. Back to Gabrilska for 3 in the lead. No. Rebound ripped down by Flynn.
And that's what Flynn does so well. He is a big body. He is not a slight guy standing underneath there. He will move people out of the way.
Zip to the corner. That's Mahoney. Mahoney up top. Reeder, that's a familiar name to Appleton West fans. Now back around Mahoney.
Matt Hickey on him, putting the lean on him at about 6 feet, 6'1".
Reeder, cross court and intercepted. And then stripped away from behind. Majors hustles back and takes it away from Crumrye.
What a great play by Pierre Majors that time. North, you've got to talk. It's loud in here, but you got to tell your teammate he's coming.
Check that. Kraczynski with the interception to begin with. Up top, Mahoney. A deep three on the way. Off no good. Run down by Reeder. Looped. Who wants it? Thomas took it away from Majors.
Actually,
Reeder.
a very good pass. Long, high pass. North couldn't get over there in time.
Into the corner. Mahoney drives baseline, puts it up, and puts it home. Quickly back. Here's Wissink. Halliburton. Into the high post. Gabrilska, triple teamed, gets it out. Halliburton. Again to the high post. Gabrilska walked in the lane.
Yeah, Gabrilska that time got stuck. There's so much height down there for Appleton West. He turned and ran into another tree, and that's where he was stuck that time. Ended up dragging the pivot foot.
Well, you can really tell which section is Appleton West and which section is Oshkosh North across the way. Off on the right, Thomas, baseline. Here's Reeder from the free throw line, and he will hit.
What a nice job. A lot of times you talk about defense moving up too far. That time they were too close to the baseline, opened up Reeder. Easy free throw line jumper.
Wissink, Kraczynski, Wissink now. Halliburton. Halliburton directing traffic.
You see Oshkosh North kind of playing the perimeter game. They're looking for something inside. We're going to have a foul and a reach in that time on Mahoney. But looking for that entry pass to the high post at the free throw line, then dish it off, trying to distribute, use their quickness against the Terrors.
Brennan Hussey talked a lot about sticking to their principles tonight defensively.
And that's tough against a quick team. You have a tendency to not stay even up. You turn your shoulders, and then the quick guy can beat you.
Halliburton, Wissink, Halliburton. Bounce pass, back that goes, Kraczynski. Halliburton for three, off no, rebound, ripped down by Flynn. Up ahead, Reeder. Reeder kicks it to the corner, saved by Mahoney.
That's where 6'6" comes in handy, Chris.
6'6", 6'8", 6'6". And there's a kick. And another thing Coach Hussey told us was that in one game or another, every starter on the floor right now scored at least 20 points in a game.
And that's amazing balance, knowing that all five guys can go off and have a big offensive night. Really takes the pressure off of Jack Flynn inside.
Reeder kicks it back, Mahoney. That's a three. Mahoney off, no good. Rebound, good position by Gabrilska. Quickly ahead, Halliburton lays it up and in off the feed from Wissink.
Nice job. Transition's going to be the Spartans' friend tonight. If they can get out, get moving before West can run the floor defensively.
Coming up on 4 minutes into the game. Reeder goes inside. Flynn up short, no. Got his rebound back, no shot. Foul on the floor, but there is some of that bulk and muscle from Jack Flynn.
Jack Flynn is the youngest of his family. He's got brothers, and we're going to watch it right here. Just power your way up. Boy, if you slack off or any time, feel sorry for yourself. You've got some big brothers that will promptly put you in a headlock.
Mahoney, back it goes. Majors. Thomas. 14 minutes to go in the first half. 4-2 the score. Looking for Flynn in the low post. Reeder will take the three. In it goes. It rattles home.
That's almost a basket and a half. It was in and out and then fell back in.
It counts for three, and it's a 5-point lead. That ball tipped out of bounds. Majors got a piece of it to knock it out.
Yeah, a lot of help there from the Appleton West fans. The referee wisely does not listen to the panel of judges in back of him.
Halliburton. Gabrilska. Halliburton. Here comes Traczynski. Gabrilska. Halliburton. Wissink. Zip to the corner. Driving Traczynski, and a foul on the way to the hoop. And Joey Reeder's got a little smile on his face after that call.
Yeah, I think they're looking for an Oshkosh North travel right there. And we're going to see a couple guys come in here. Cole Elistad and Brett Elistad. We saw Brett against Kaukauna really help the Spartans along. He provided the spark when they were down to the Ghosts earlier this year.
Kick back out to Halliburton. Stripped away, knocked away by Mahoney. Reeder back ahead, Mahoney in the lane, puts it up, doesn't get it. Flynn is there to put it back home.
We talked about how Jack Flynn can run the floor and how the Terrors can run the floor. They see it, they'll use it, but they won't use it all the time.
Halliburton. Elistad. Out to Elistad. Now Halliburton. High post. Gabrilska. Brett Elistad. Halliburton. Back to Gabrilska. Elistad for three. He got it. Wow, Brett Elistad with some long-range shooting.
22-footer that time, and they needed one like that because North is having problems getting inside on the Appleton West defense.
Majors around for... He got it back now. Majors, high post Mahoney. Reeder, Mahoney, stripped away, Halliburton on a break. Halliburton will put it down.
Oh, Tyrese is not going to pass up an opportunity like that. You make the steal, you make the drive, and you make the dunk at the end.
Quick run to make it a two-point game. Thomas, Majors, Thomas, Reeder, Flynn into a double team. It doesn't matter that it was a double team. Elistad zips it, couldn't get the shot clean.
Yeah, and just too many big bodies around him. He saw it and it influenced that shot. Now what North is trying to do, make Appleton West pass low, not high. You're not going to be able to stop them if they pass over your head.
Reeder for three. He's got 7, and it's a 7-point lead for the Terrors.
Quick 5-0 run there. Terrors give themselves a little more cushion.
Bounce pass in, high arcing shot doesn't go for Gabrilska, and Flynn with the rebound.
I've got 5 rebounds already for Flynn tonight.
Ooh. Reeder thought about it, takes a dribble in, zips it for Mahoney, and it's poked away by Halliburton. And a
little soccer play there, kicking the ball out of the lane.
Let's take a look at Tyrese Halliburton.
See the low pass, the chest pass that time. Halliburton steps right into the passing lane and puts it down. The sophomore is showing some hops.
And that's the scary thing. He's just a sophomore.
And Wissink just a junior. That guard tandem will be back next year for the Spartans.
They have had some great tandems here at Oshkosh North.
And don't forget Phil Flory, who's missed the entire season with his foot injury, will be back next year for his senior season.
That's a 3 for Wissink. His first bucket of the game makes it a 4-point game.
Wissink, Elistad not afraid to put it up from about 22 feet, and you'll need that. Bring the defense out, try to open up some lanes.
Majors for 3, got it! Back to a 7-point lead for Appleton West.
Kind of a funky side saddle shooting style, but it goes in.
Reeder tips it out of bounds, and here we are, 8 minutes into the game, and Appleton West makes its first substitutions after Oshkosh North has been liberally substituting so far.
And this will be the interesting part. Josh Pitts comes in. Let's take a look at the last three-pointer here. You see that style? It's kind of on one side, not right in front of you going straight up, but it goes through.
It doesn't matter. It goes. If it goes, it's good. Elistad, Crumrye, Cole Elistad now. Brett Ellistedt, that's a deep three from the volleyball line, and it's just short.
Be interesting to see now Appleton West with a couple of reserves in, how this group plays on the floor. Good chemistry by the team, but they're known for their starting five instead of their bench.
Reeder. That's Dominic Smith just into the ball game. Here's Reeder. Kicks it to the corner. Another three from Majors. In it goes.
That's the spin cycle right there, Chris.
Travel. Turnover. 10-point lead in the ball for Appleton West.
Yeah, and you're going to see Traczynski come back in. You're going to see Halliburton come in. Let's watch this one. We mentioned spin cycle. You're done with Wash. Here it comes. Right around and drops through. Eventually. Keep the fans interested that way, Chris.
That wasn't in slow motion. That was actual real speed going in. Reeder. Mahoney. Reeder, he'll take a three. He will hit a three. Appleton West is unconscious from beyond the line. And there's a turnover. Wissing got it back, but traveled.
And Brennan Hussey is on the sideline telling Reeder, hang on to the ball. You're 7 inches taller than the guard, and a timeout wanted by North.
Appleton North wants the timeout after 5 threes in the first half of the first half for the Terrors.
Oh, and what that does for a team, it loosens up that defense. They've been crashing so hard down. Let's take a look right now at Joey Reeder. Some of the things that he's done so far tonight. Pass goes outside. There's the little jumper right up on top of the key. He tries this one from the left wing. In, out, in. Another one right there. That one swishes through. That one's true. One more. That one hops around. So he's done it every which way.
11 points for Reeder already, and his team is up 13.
Oh, that'll get you excited. If you're Frank Shady over in the North bench, guys, just keep playing. Keep playing through it. We can develop some things. Interestingly enough, you might have to be a little more patient on offense and create something, wait for the movement of the defense to open up something inside. But we've seen the Spartans can shoot from the outside.
Spartan students are looking for something to cheer after they got that quick little run to get to within 2. It's been pretty much all Terrors. And Halliburton has 4 of his team's 10 points. Here's Dominic Smith into the trap, and it's out of bounds off of Traczynski.
Yeah, Frank Shady doesn't like to run the 1-3-1 half-court trap a lot because there's not a lot of height to put on top of it this year. But he's forced into it now, has to create something on defense.
Smith, Mahoney, splits the D, kicks it. Reeder drives baseline. Zips it out. Majors. What a move! Couldn't put it home, and Halliburton with the rebound.
The Euro step.
Halliburton splits the D, kicks it to Wissing for 3, and Wissing stops the run for Appleton West with his second 3.
And that's what North wants to do, get into the paint, kick it out, open up things for those three-point shooters.
Reeder got it to Majors and got it back. Majors right in front of that Oshkosh North student section. Smith, Reeder, Halliburton almost tipped it away. Kick to Majors. Smith, Mahoney. Mahoney will drive, lost it, got it back, and now he'll throw it into the first row.
Oh, Joey Reeder had to be 7 feet tall that time to catch up to that one. Again, don't get excited. Drop back a little bit. Jack Mahoney, the junior in this lineup. So is Joey Reeder. So Terrors are going to be well stocked next year again. But right now they're concerned about this last 7:35 of the half.
Halliburton, Wissing. Halliburton drives, dishes in the lane from Rye. Tied up. Oh, a foul is going to be called on Mahoney. That'll be Mahoney's second, 3rd team foul on Appleton West.
Yeah, it gets the West fans kind of riled up. They thought they saw a travel, then they thought they saw a jump ball there. You see it's around Mahoney, but referee on the backside saw something different. And it's going to bring Jack Flynn back into the game now with Mahoney, 2 personal fouls.
Mahoney and Josh Pitts will take a seat. Halliburton drives, kicks at 3 on the way. That's going to swish home for Trudzinski. And a 6-0 run for Oshkosh North cuts that lead down to 7 now.
Interesting attack on the paint that time, coming from the corner in the baseline, kick it out, open up the 3.
Thomas just back into the ball game. Up top, Reeder another 3. No good. Rebound. What a battle underneath, and Gabrilska comes out with it.
He's not afraid of playing down low, even at 6'2", against the big guys.
Halliburton for 3. No good. Rebound. Gabrilska lost it. Back the other way. Thomas. He will lay it up and in. Jason Thomas with the bucket. 9-point lead for the Terrors. And there's a strip. Ball loose. Appleton West was trying to call timeout, but the referees didn't see possession, so they will call the jump ball, and the possession arrow will stay with the Spartans.
Actually, a good piece of officiating there. Let's watch it right now as that ball gets loose, if we have an opportunity to. Very quickly gets loose on the floor, tied up right away, and here it is. This is the steal primarily before that, and just the steal by Jason Thomas puts that one away. Nice job defensively coming up around the backside.
Spartans with the ball, and there's 6.5 minutes to play, down 9. Trudzinski, Ellisted, Halliburton, kick to the corner, Cole Ellisted. Bounce pass down low, up, Ellisted, didn't get it. Reeder was there, so was Flynn. Now it's Thomas. Reeder. Thomas. Reeder. Kick to the corner. Majors another 3. No good. Flynn had it and got knocked. And that'll be a foul on Oshkosh North.
Yeah, a good call that time. Flynn went straight up. Mitch Sundstrom tried to block him out, but late. Flynn was already in the air. Referee calls that one disadvantage to Flynn. And that's where the foul came from. And also a physical safety factor. You start getting underneath people, especially a big guy who can jump. That's a long way to the floor.
Reeder to inbound. Up top. Back it goes Majors. Thomas. Pull it out. Oshkosh West, or Appleton West, can afford to slow it down a little bit here.
Yeah, and Oshkosh North got out of that 1-3-1. They just showed that a little bit, but went right back to their base defense.
Thomas playing catch with Smith. Back to Thomas. Thomas gets it back from Majors. Now Majors. Now Thomas. Now Reeder. Really battling Flynn down low, but here's a drive. Smith got it to go. Dominic Smith with the bucket.
And what happens, Jack Flynn takes up 2 guys down there and suddenly kind of blocks out the sun.
Flynn got that one. Reeder came in as well to affect the shot by Cole Ellisted.
Yeah, when you're doubling a guy down low, suddenly it opens up those little things for Dominic Smith and others. Brendan Hussey wants a time.
Timeout with just over 5 minutes to play. Appleton West up 11. Tonight's high school playoff basketball game on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is brought to you by Gandrud West Mason Value Center. One low price, always. Appleton West with a 27-16 lead over the Oshkosh North Spartans, and this pace, Dick, I think it's been playing to the Appleton West Terrors.
It certainly has, and when they've had the opportunity to get back, they know they have to run to get into transition defense to make sure North doesn't get that head of steam and stop the ball handler. The key thing for Appleton West on defense, stop the ball handler, prevent them from getting into the paint.
Thomas. Majors. Back to Thomas. Back to Majors. Reeder on the baseline. Flynn in the post. There's Reeder. Smith cutting in there. Just looking for any opening right now.
Yeah, you're trying to make Oshkosh North, one of their defenders, make a decision between 2 guys and start breaking down a defense.
Reeder with the 3. High off the rim. No, and Flynn over the back.
Yep, that one's going to be called on Jack Flynn. And it's not the reach over the top that is the foul. There is officially no over-the-back call. When you make that contact and force the guy in front of you out of his position, that's where the foul comes from.
Halliburton. Ellisted. Oh, a travel. They got it down low for Crumry, but there was a walk.
Yeah, what I really like on Oshkosh North's offense that time, though, they did a nice job. Sucker it up, had an inside guy step in, seal off the defender on his back right underneath the basket. You can drop a bounce pass. North will go back to that.
Smith. Thomas. Reeder. Smith. Thomas. Reeder. Thomas. Reeder again. Into the corner. Majors another three. He's got another one. Pierre Majors with 3 threes. 6 threes in the first half for Appleton West.
Yeah, and sending Majors up and down that baseline just to open up things in the corner. And if they leave him alone, he'll take that shot.
Wissink looks to drive in on Reeder. Got it, and the foul. Shane Wissink now has 8 points.
Yeah, Reeder got over there in time. If we have a chance to look at that, I believe he was heading backwards just a little bit. Let's take a look here. You see Wissink driving in. Reeder establishes himself. And Wissink was already in that motion. You have to get that set very, very early to get the charge. Again, a point of emphasis for officials this year. And that's what the discussion is right now. Jason Thomas asking the referee about that.
5th team foul on Appleton West.
And he's also talking to Joey Reeder about it too. What happened there? And again, the official, good piece of officiating where you explain to the player who asks, this is what happened there. You'll give him a couple times to explain it. After a while, you're done explaining. You've told him what's happening.
That's 2 fouls on Reeder, by the way, too.
So Mahoney and Reeder each with 2 now.
Wissink hits that one. And it's down to an 11-point lead.
Yeah, man-to-man pressure here.
And there's a bump in the backcourt. That will go against Traczynski.
And that's so tough against Jason Thomas, who has the control of the basketball. Traczynski tried to come up, make the dribble stop. Thomas saw that, shifted position, and now Austin was kind of stuck. Defensively, you try to stay with him, you end up bumping him.
Thomas. Smith. Pitts. Majors. Back to Majors. Really looking for Flynn. Pitts in the high post. Kicks it out for Thomas.
Yeah, see double post on one side trying to break down that Oshkosh zone defense.
Smith, guarded by Wissink.
Almost a little bit of a matchup zone that they're using here.
Kick to the corner. Pitts for 3. In and out, no good. Chance to get it to single digits for the Spartans. Halliburton. Wissink, a deep 3 from the right. He got it. And Shane Wissink, he's got 12 points. And there's an offensive foul on Jason Thomas. Well, a chance to cut even farther into that deficit right now.
Well, you know the Spartans weren't going to go away quietly. They're going to figure it out. Frank Shady is too good of a coach to sit there and have it sit at about 13, 14 points.
Halliburton. Wissink. Halliburton into the high post. High arcing shot by Gabrilska, and Flynn got a piece of it. Still an 8-point lead, coming up on 2 minutes to play. Flynn, double team, kicks it to Pitts. A wide open 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Majors, no. Rebound out of bounds. That is as wide open a 3 as we've seen tonight. Thomas just couldn't put it down.
And sometimes when you're that wide open, you start thinking about it too much. I'm so wide open, make sure the elbow's in, make sure the hand's going straight up, make sure I'm going straight up and down. By that time, you've lost your rhythm.
Well, Thomas will inbound after the floor is...
Watch this. We've got 3 players on 50 folding inside Jack Flynn, making sure he's not going anywhere. With Reeder and Mahoney out, you can kind of cheat a little bit, step down, try to cover up Flynn, saying, boy, you know, Josh Pitts, if he's going to try a 3 to beat us, all right, we'll take that shot, we'll take that chance.
Majors, Thomas. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. 8-point lead for Appleton West. Thomas will check the bench. against Halliburton. Majors. Thomas. Majors fakes the three, drives instead, arcing shot off the glass goes.
What a nice job by Majors, driving in left hand off the glass, using Flynn as a blocker.
Drive back at the other end, gets the pass in the bucket. Back to an 8-point deficit.
I think that was Matt Hickey made that one, the freshman in the lineup.
And there's Flynn, got it, Jack Flynn. Halliburton, down 10. Into the lane, up, tough shot goes for Gabrilska.
That's tough inside the Forest. Putting that one up against Flynn, going straight at him down the right side of the lane.
Appleton West with an 8-point lead, under a minute to play. Thomas kicks it. This is a three for Smith. Off, no good. Rebound, Oshkosh North. Here comes Truchinski. That's a three. No good. Rebound pulled down. An open three for Oshkosh North.
Tough, aggressive rebound by Pierre Majors that time. Great position, sliding inside, grabbing it along the baseline.
Smith. 10 seconds to go in the half. Thomas. Gotta go. In the lane. Up at the left hand. No. Flynn the tip. No. Tip. No. And down hard on the floor, but a little kip up. That's some style to end the first half.
Oh, and what a tough, aggressive half by both teams. Neither one giving an inch. Appleton West out to that fast start, though, and that made a difference here in the first 18 minutes.
Second half coming up on Time Warner Cable's Sports Channel. Gandrud West Mason Value Center. Value priced quality vehicles at GandrudWest.com. Gandrud West Mason Value Center. One low price, always. Welcome back to Oshkosh West, the site of this sectional semifinal between the Appleton West Terrors and the Oshkosh North Spartans. Appleton West, the 2 seed, Oshkosh North, the 3 seed, coming into tonight. The Time Warner Cable Sports Channel Play of the Year contest recognizes the best play from our season-long high school basketball coverage. You've voted all year for our Play of the Week winners. Now it's time to pick the Play of the Year. Go to TWCSportsChannel.com and click your favorite. Voting runs through March 11th, so vote early and vote often. The winning school will receive a $1,000 donation to their athletic department from the home of high school sports, Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Seen some entertaining plays in this first half, Dick, and let's take a look at some of those highlights from that first half.
And there were some great highlights all the way through. Joey Reeder had a lot of them, hitting threes all over the floor. Got the Terrors off to a sensational start. They had 5 threes very early in that one. You see teammates getting involved as well that time. It's Pierre Majors throwing one in. And then Reeder with another one. Again, really loosening up as the Spartans went down. But Tyrese Halliburton came back. Low pass, grabbed the steal, put down the dunk at the other end. And then we see Shane Wissink. Oh, I'm sorry, that one was Brett Ellistad. And then Wissink able to hit from way outside. Keep North in this. Here's the kick out. Wissink from the corner. That was a nice play right there. Get deep, draw the defense in, bring it. And there's another three from outside by Wissink. That's what North can do. They've been unable to attack the paint as much as they want. They've got to find some threes, bring the defense out, open up some of those driving lanes.
Oshkosh North has 5 threes, 6 threes by Appleton West, 3 by Pierre Majors and 3 by Joey Reeder. And there were not a lot of fouls in the first half. However, Mitch Sundstrom has 2 fouls for Oshkosh North. while Mahoney and Reeder both have 2 fouls, a couple of starters for Appleton West.
Yeah, one of the things that done, the freshman Matt Hickey for Oshkosh North playing very aggressively, unafraid to go after Jack Flynn, although he's giving up about 7 inches to the junior, or the senior, I should say, and unafraid. You can tell Frank Shady went in and said, "You're a big guy. Get in there, play physical tonight."
Coming up on Saturday, it will be the sectional finals for the right to go to Madison. We'll have a high school doubleheader for you, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. We will be on up here in northeastern Wisconsin, actually on the entire channel. We will be on it too, and our folks down south will have the 4 o'clock game. Frank Shady, he's been to this level a lot over 30 years.
Oh, he's taken teams to state and had wonderful players, guys who have gone on to play at D1, D2, and D3 schools.
Appleton West will have the ball to start, and we are underway in the second half. Mahoney. Guarded by Halliburton. Now Thomas. Wissink out on him. Flipped into Flynn, back out to Majors. Back inside Flynn. Pulls his way to the hoop, and it's a foul on the floor.
I think Jack Flynn's been trying to find some spot where he can start to use his post moves. He has had very little opportunity. Double team, triple team coming at him, guys running at him all over.
Quick shot in the lane. Majors no. Reeder couldn't pull it down, and it's Gabrilska up ahead to Wissink.
Nice job by Hayden staying with that basketball to get the defensive rebound.
Wissink. Mahoney. I thought Mahoney might have tipped it off of Wissink, and the officials are calling jump ball, possession arrow to Oshkosh North.
So it may have been, as what you said, Mahoney touched it, but since the officials couldn't quite see it, it's a held ball, and all that happens there, North loses their possession arrow.
All right, Wissink, Halliburton. Wissink, kick to the corner, onto the baseline. That's Hickey. Halliburton, oh, turned an ankle. He is hurt, and that is going to be a whistle. And Tyrese Halliburton, I don't know if he slipped on a wet spot on the floor or stepped on somebody's foot, but Tyrese Halliburton is down.
Yeah, and that really, really stings when that happens to you. Anybody who's played ball and ended up on the side of your foot, or try to make that quick move and have your foot turn over. Let's take a quick look here. Stepping in, and he stepped right on the top of the foot of Jason Thomas that time, trying to make his cut. Had planted, tried to cut to his right. Where he set his foot down was exactly where Jason Thomas had set up defensively. So hopefully nothing serious for Tyrese. Maybe they can wrap that up, get him back in there. But
athletic training staff is on the floor very quickly and working on that left ankle. Frank Shady is taking this time to talk things over with his team.
And you've got a little time there where to consider, okay, what do we do now with the guys on the floor?
Monday night at 5 o'clock, celebrate the Green Bay Phoenix and their run to the NCAA tournament on Phoenix Rising. We'll have reaction from coaches and players on Selection Sunday and a look ahead to their first round matchup. Phoenix Rising premieres Monday at 5 only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Link Darner, a couple of guys we saw, Kenny Lowe and Turner Botts.
Yeah. Was that fun to watch a couple nights ago?
That was a blast. Our friend Matt Menzel didn't have much fun, but it all turned out all right.
Yeah, he got to meet a lot of people.
In the lane, a little bounce pass, that's up and in. Good finish and a good feed. Trochinsky now with 5 points.
Nice job breaking down the defense that time, getting the inside shot. Not a lot of them for the Spartans tonight.
That lead is down to 6 now. Minute and a half into the second half. Mahoney in for Flynn. Against the double team, didn't get the roll. Ball pulled down by Trochinsky.
But that's the shot you want. Jack Flynn, he'll be able to go back to that a little bit later.
Trochinsky. That's Ellisted. Wissink splits the D, kicks it back out. Cole Ellisted in the lane, bounces it down, up. Hickey puts it home. Matt Hickey with 4. And it's a 4-point game.
The freshman unafraid, setting his spot, going up hard to the glass.
Mahoney will drive baseline, and that's going to be a blocking foul against Gabrilska, his first, team second in the second half.
And what I saw of Jack Mahoney there, very nice, because sometimes you get lulled into this sense of just passing the ball around the arc. Let's go underneath. There's Cole Elistad, the senior, off to the freshman, and on the other end.
Yeah, back in action, they found Mahoney right off the inbounds pass, and he hit 2 to make it 36-30. First points of the second half for Appleton West. And that's going to be a foul on Mahoney. That'll be his third. Got the hip out.
And it goes back to what Brennan Hussey said. You have to play secure in yourself with defense. Get yourself square. Don't come running at a guy unless he's positively going to go up for a three. You've got quick guards out there, and North proved it. Got right around Mahoney and calls the foul.
Wissink for three. Didn't quite get it, but that's off of Oshkosh North. It'll come back to Appleton West.
Yeah, Hayden Gabrilska got into a little arm war underneath the hoop that time, and now, again, some pressure out of Shane Wissink on Jason Thomas.
Josh Pitts just came into the ball game for Mahoney, and that pass ahead for Reeder, too far.
And that's what you want to do with that pressure. Jason Thomas gets by the first defender. Second one comes up, Seals, tries to stop the dribble. Panic pass goes up over the head of the 6'6" guy.
Wissink, Elistad, he'll drive, he'll put it up, no good. Rebound, Hickey, wow. Matt Hickey, the freshman at 6 feet tall, is in there doing battle.
But he's unafraid. That's the great thing you see. Freshmen, they'd have dinner plates the size of eyes, you know. But he's unafraid of doing that and getting in there, and now he's had a quick 3 points to help out the Spartans.
He's got 5 points in the game.
And more importantly now, Reeder and Mahoney each with 3 fouls, 15 minutes left in this one.
This to cut it to a 4-point game. That's no freshman.
That's great to see. You knew Frank Shady. He finds him, he coaches him up.
Across the timeline, Thomas. Hits. A three from the corner. No good. That one in and out for Majors.
Oh, great job that time finding Jack Flynn and screening him out by 2 Oshkosh North players.
Wissink got it back. Fakes the three. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1. Elistad zips it into the lane. Layup and in for Traczynski. It's a 2-point game. It was 14 at one point. And there's a strip. And boy, these two teams doing battle. We finally got a whistle. And it's possession arrow, I believe. A jump ball with the possession arrow to the Terrors.
Appleton West has to figure out a way to break this pressure. They have a lot of guys controlling the ball handler from the Oshkosh North defense, and so you have to find a way to get some people out there to help and get that pass off a little sooner.
That looked like the FVA wrestling match. All right. Majors. Appleton West with just 2 points in this half. And there's a turnover. Here's Wissink for the tie. Wissink evens the score at 36 all. And the foul is coming up. That one will be against Traczynski.
And what I saw that time out of Appleton West, again, you had one ball handler. You really didn't have a situation where guys were looking for the ball to help out. And let's watch that steal. Not a great pass. I think it was supposed to go to Josh Pitts, but instead Wissink right there to pick it up, went all the way to get the tying hoop.
Oshkosh North has come all the way back to tie it up. They were down 8. They have outscored Appleton West 10-2 in the first 4 minutes of the second half. Inside for Flynn into a double team, and Mitch Sundstrom, I think, is going to pick up his third.
Yeah, and Mitch was actually, he got away with 2 fouls down low a little bit earlier. He had Flynn by the shirt and had him locked around the elbow. Jack Flynn, a good post player, will find ways to kind of lock up the guy and make it look like the other guy fouled. We're going to see Tyrese Halliburton coming back in.
And that brings the Oshkosh North fans to their feet. Wissink will take a seat.
That ankle will hurt tomorrow. Right now, there's too much adrenaline going through that sophomore's veins.
Looped to Smith. Tied at 36. Thomas. Majors. Thomas. Pitts. In for Flynn, and it's knocked away. And it went off of Flynn with the good hands by Cole Ellisted to pat that one away.
Yeah, what Cole Ellisted was recognizing there from the top of the key was that the defender was pulled out into the corner. Nobody was helping out on the double on Jack Flynn, so he got there just in time to tip the ball away. Oshkosh
North has not led in this game since, well, no, they haven't led in this game. They were within 4-3. Halliburton off the bench. No, Flynn the rebound. That's a gutty shot to take.
Now a 1-3-1 look. They're going to put Halliburton down low, but also put Hickey on Flynn wherever he goes.
Smith will back it out. And now drive. Stops in the lane. Pitts for three. Pitts lifted short. Halliburton the rebound. Oshkosh North looking to take the lead. Halliburton kicks it. A three. In and out. No good. Oh, Brett Ellisted just missed, making it a three-point lead for the Spartans.
If you ever need an example of why every possession is important, you take a look at the first 4 minutes for Appleton West here, scoring only 2 points. A lot of empty possessions for the Terrors.
Flynn, Pitts, Smith. Here's Thomas. Thomas drives the lane. High shot, no. Flynn the rebound. Back up. Halliburton, I think, got a piece of the ball, but there's a foul coming up, and it will go against Halliburton.
Yeah, they could have called that one on Matt Hickey as well, as he moved his body into Flynn as Matt went back up toward the basket. But Flynn, he has to start to assert himself, even with all the defense. Here he goes, coming up clean. Right there you see Hickey coming in. Halliburton over the top commits the foul.
Flynn puts Appleton West back in the lead, and coming back into the ball game, it will be both Mahoney and Reeder playing with 3 fouls with 12:15 to play. They only sat for about 3 minutes there, Dick.
Yeah, you want to get that offensive firepower back in, and the height too. Tell them play square up defense. Don't let the drive go through. Make Oshkosh North shoot over the top of you, which is a daring thing to do because they can.
2-point lead. Halliburton kicks it to the corner. Down baseline, Hickey. Hickey double teamed, and Flynn came in and got him on the wrist going by.
Well, it's going to be number 4.
That.
Yep.
That'll be Mahoney getting the foul, his 4th.
And that was just a reach down. You're scrapping for the basketball. It got loose, and he was trying to do something with it. And Jack Mahoney's not happy about it, but sometimes it just gets into chaos there, and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Halliburton inbounds. Ellisted whistling for the lead. No, rebound Reeder. They're getting good looks. Under 12 minutes to play. In regulation, let's throw that out there right away. 2-point lead for Appleton West with the ball. Loop for Flynn in the post, kicks it out. A 3-ball. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Appleton West. Another good look for Thomas.
Really love the way North is coming down and rebounding. They're giving away height at almost every position, but they're coming in there and being strong on the boards, boxing out, taking that extra half step back, getting position, fighting for position. And Tyrese Halliburton's a little confused whether he's in or out right now.
He's still in. Here's Wissing. Halliburton. Bounce pass down low. Hickey, nice move. And a finish. Oh, this is a fun time of the year when freshmen are doing that.
Where do they find that guy?
And a steal almost by Wissing. Halliburton almost got it. Into the corner. Majors, Reeder. Backdoor. Thomas lays it up and in.
I thought he'd almost lost his chance. Thomas was open early, but then got open again.
In the lane, Leaner, no. Flynn with the rebound off the miss by Gabrilska. 2-point lead for the Terrors, under 11 minutes to play.
You see North starts with a 1-3-1 look and then breaks it down to kind of a matchup. These are the little wrinkles that Frank Shady talked about.
Again to the back door, and a foul coming up as Majors tried to lay it up on the reverse. But he will draw the foul from Truchinski, and that's 3 on Truchinski.
Wrinkles on defense beget wrinkles on offense. Last 2 times down the floor, suddenly West recognizing that, cutting back door, making that defense adjust, and taking the double team away from Jack Flynn as well.
Majors makes that free throw.
Okay, Sundstrom's going to come back in with his 3 personal fouls, and we'll see Cole Ellisted as well.
Second free throw coming up for Majors, who has 12 points. He had 3 threes and a 2-pointer in the first half. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line here in the second half for 13. Back to a 4-point lead for Appleton West. Coming up on 10.5 minutes to play. Wissink to Halliburton. Thomas on him. Loop to the corner, Wissink. Almost lost it, got it back. Halliburton fakes the 3, drives the lane, kicks it. 3 from the corner. No good. Flynn the rebound off the miss by Ellisted.
Great job by Jack Flynn, staying at home opposite side of the basket, knowing that 70% of the rebounds come off the opposite side of the shot, and just hung in his position. Easy rebound for the senior.
Here's Thomas trying to push that lead out for Appleton West. Hits. Reeder, he'll take the 3. No. Rebound pulled down. Good job by Grabrilska.
Nice job by the Spartans boxing out.
Wissink all the way. 16 for Shane Wissink. Back to a 2-point game.
He's 5'10", but unafraid to take it into the paint.
Thomas. Pitts. Flynn down low. Flynn on the great feed from Pitts. Back to a 4-point game. Wissink. Halliburton. Wissink into the corner. Ellisted. Wissink will drive on Pitts. Kicks it out. Step back 3. Short. Grabrilska got a good look. Couldn't hit it.
Yeah, and Oshkosh North, marvelous job of making the Terror defense move around. And West wants a timeout.
Exactly halfway through the second half. Appleton West was up 8. They're up 4 now after the game was tied for a little bit.
And again, just love the intensity out of both of these teams. Let's take a look at this one. This is Wissink, the junior, coming in. He sees backs turn. Jack Flynn was looking toward the outside. The defense was not closing in on the top, so he just shot right down the lane and made the big stick.
Tonight's high school basketball game on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is brought to you by Gandrud West Mason Value Center. One low price, always. Sponsors all season long here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. And, well, there's a good look at Jack Flynn. These 2 teams met twice in the regular season, each winning on their home court. In January in Appleton West, the Terrors won 57-55, but just about 2 weeks ago at Oshkosh North, the Spartans won by 14.
Yeah, interesting game, too. Brendan Hussey was talking about that as we see West pulling it out a little bit on offense.
Hits to Reeder. Reeder will drive. Hanger in the lane. Reeder didn't get it. Ball loose on the floor. Battled for. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Spartans. Go ahead, Dick.
Yeah. And talking about that game right at the end of the season, the 2 teams knew that they weren't going to compete for the conference title. Pecan had already won it. Their seeds were set for the tournament. It was one of those games where you try to get kids pumped up, but no matter who wins, you're going to be in the same spots. And it ended up being an Oshkosh North win. They tied for second place in the conference. But Brendan Hussey said it just had a weird feel to it.
It's been a great feel so far tonight. Ellisted for Halliburton. Nice move in the lane and a great finish. Tyrese Halliburton with his first bucket of the second half. And it's a 2-point game again. And there's a foul in the backcourt. Wissink and Ellisted were trying to set that one up, and it will be Ellisted with the foul, and that's 17 fouls now on the Spartans. And Frank Shady will see Appleton West go to the line for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and Frank Shady saying box out if they miss this first one. Cole Ellisted was trying to force the ball handler. That time, Jason Thomas into Wissink. Couldn't quite get there, ended up doing the bump.
Front end of the bonus is no good, and Halliburton with the rebound. That's the first missed free throw tonight by either team.
Halliburton almost double dribbled on his way up the floor as well.
Thomas on Halliburton, bounce into the high post, kick back out. Wissink, Halliburton. Olstad went for Hickey down low, and it's taken away by Thomas. Thomas ripped it away from Hickey there. And Thomas will come over by Brennan Hussey for the call. He'll drive, he'll dish. Pitts, oh, it's picked off. Here comes Brent Ellisted, 1-on-2. Missed the rebound, missed the layup. Reeder ahead for Thomas. I think Reeder being back had a lot to do with that missed layup. That was not a bunny.
He was one of the trees back there. He could have altered the shot, at least mentally.
Reeder for Flynn into the triple team. Up and in, and the foul. And Jack Flynn asserts himself.
And that's what he's been waiting for. That time they tried to triple Jack Flynn, but the two extra defenders came up on the same side. They're on Jack Flynn's right. All they had to do was spin to the left, little hook. Matt Hickey trying to move into him with the body. Let's watch him right here. Here it comes. The two defenders both on the right side. Matt Hickey is left with only one option, trying to body him up. Didn't work. Flynn makes the basket, has the chance for the three-pointer.
Flynn. He's got 7 points in the half, 13 in the game. And it's back to a 5-point lead for Appleton West. Ellisted got it back to Wissink. Halliburton guarded by Flynn. Back inside, Pitts is going to be called for the foul. Fourth team foul on Appleton West.
And a very nice job by Hayden Gabrilska that time, establishing himself, keeping Pitts directly behind him, not letting Josh use any footwork to get around one side or the other.
Pitts comes out, back in for Appleton West. It's Dominic Smith. Halliburton inbounds. Inside Gabrilska, back out for Ellisted. No, rebound, Thomas.
Boy, good look that time for Oshkosh North. Did a nice job on offense, just could not get the three-pointer to go down.
They have had some good looks, they're just not falling right now. Coming up on 6.5 minutes to play. Reeder, Smith, Reeder, back over for Thomas, kicked for Majors. Reeder, top of the key, drives, looks down for Flynn. Flynn in the lane, can't get it to fall, and he will be called for the foul.
Yeah, compounded one mistake there, couldn't get the shot to fall, frustrated, went after the offensive rebound, ended up going across the arms of the Oshkosh North player.
Spartans are hanging around here.
Yeah, it's interesting that time with Hickey out of the ball game right now, you really have to mix and match your defense down low against Jack Flynn.
Halliburton, Wissink for three, no good. Rebound Ellisted. And a foul. This is going to be on Flynn, or is this going to be on Majors? It's on Flynn, and that's 3 on Jack Flynn. And 16 fouls on the Terrors.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left, 3 isn't that serious. Jack Flynn just has to be careful. And let's see if Oshkosh North tries to attack the bigs inside, both Reeder and Flynn, who each have 3 fouls.
Wissink, round for Brett Ellisted. Back to Wissink. Straczynski, Wissink for 3. Got it! Back to a 2-point game. Wissink with 19. Reeder lost it, got it back. Here's Smith. Thomas. Guarded by Wissink. Majors. Reeder. Smith. Reeder for Flynn. Back out. Here's the drive. Smith, baseline, no. Ripped out of there. Good by Gabrilska. Chance to tie or take the lead. Wissink. Halliburton. Oh, I thought that was going up. This one's going up for three. No. Rebound, Reeder.
And that's a good rebound. Best one I've seen out of the night, out of Joey Reeder. Dominated. Flynn was away from the basket. Reeder knew he had to get that board.
Reeder. Thomas in the lane. Up with the left hand. No. Loose. Wissing. Behind the back. In traffic. For the tie. Blocking foul. It's a two-shot foul coming up.
Reeder trying to get the charge, instead gets there too late, according to the official. And the official wants to look at, let's watch it right here. You see the battle, Halliburton going way up, knocks it away from Flynn. That started thing. Wissink with the high one. People wanted palming on that, but Reeder was moving toward his left that time.
That's 4 on Reeder now. There's the Oshkosh North Spartans bench. There's the student section. Wissink, 2 shots, down 2. Makes the first 1-point game.
And Wissink goes up to the free throw line. It doesn't even look like he's concentrating. He just flicks the wrist and down it went.
Mahoney comes back in for Appleton West.
And we see Hickey back in for the Spartans as well. Body up Jack Flynn underneath.
To tie it. Tied at 47, under 5 minutes to play. Appleton West just could not shake Oshkosh North. They've never trailed. Run down by Mahoney in the corner on the baseline. Timeout. And Brendan Hussey said, let's talk about this a little bit.
He better talk about that, about the press break right now. The Oshkosh North press, we've seen it 3 or 4 times, forcing Appleton West ball handlers into a double team, into bad passes, high passes, guys not being in the right spots. It's been kind of rugged for the Terrors trying to break the pressure so far tonight as we see the fans. And there the Appleton West bench. And you're back to even here with 4.5 left. But the more interesting aspect now is some of the foul situations. You have Mahoney and Reeder with 4 personal fouls. And that could be very big because now you're starting to get into that Appleton West bench, which means you lose some of the size. And Oshkosh North can feel we can out-quick them. And that's going to be a key thing. Can you attack the bigs underneath to make something happen? And the problem Appleton West faces, you have to try to protect the inside, and you also have to protect from 25 feet in outside because Wissink, Halliburton, Elistad are unafraid to take 22-foot three-point tries.
So Brendan Hussey diagrams the play in the huddle. And it will be Reeder to inbound on the baseline. Mahoney. And they'll just set it out up top.
Yeah, and Oshkosh North willing to give the inbounds pass. They were triple teaming Jack Flynn.
Thomas. Now Reeder. Mahoney. Majors. Mahoney for Reeder. Reeders comes in, puts it up, left hand, got it. Wow, Joey Reeder with a tough shot. He's got 13 in the game, and that puts the Terrors back in front.
Yeah, he knew he had the mismatch against Shane Wissink that time, just drove the junior guard down and took advantage of it.
Wissink on the baseline. For 3, Halliburton in the lead. No, Flynn rips down the rebound.
Jack Flynn moved 2 Spartans and one of his own guys to get that rebound. He just moved people that time.
How many shots has Oshkosh North had at the lead and had the shot go in and out? All right, Reeder just put his team in front. Drives. Mahoney. 3.5 minutes to play. 2-point lead for the Terrors. Trying to make this a 2-possession game. In for Flynn. And the foul on the floor, and this is still a bonus. That was only the 9th team foul on Oshkosh North. And it will go against Matt Hickey.
Yeah, Matt Hickey trying to body up again. So much of a height disadvantage. He's just trying to use his bulk inside to hold things up. Appleton West now on offense. Timeout wanted by Frank Shady over in North. But Appleton West is running one of their bigs through the high part of the lane, drawing the defense, bringing Jack Flynn in behind it. trying to get that opening, but Oshkosh North is playing very well, keeping the double, cheating a little bit, so Jack Flynn does not get the ball on the inside.
Well, the winner of this game gets the winner of Stevens Point and Superior, so you have a big battle going on here between a couple of conference foes. And then Stevens Point looms at Marshfield on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and Stevens Point, we saw them in December against De Pere, and they're pretty good at basketball. I mean, there's no doubt. You have 3 Division I players, 2 seniors who are going Division I next year, a sophomore in Joey Hauser who is already getting Division I looks. Great supporting cast and defending championships so far. People are saying they're on a path here. Now, we do know that Kimberly has lost to Sheboygan North. Just got that one in 53-51. So the Golden Raiders are moving on. They'll be playing at Sheboygan South.
And Bayport is up 66-60 on Germantown with just over a minute to play. So it could be a couple of FRCC teams in that sectional final.
Oh, I love this time of year. Can we keep going for about another month?
I'm all for that.
They don't have wrestlebacks, so we can't do it.
Flynn, first shot of the bonus, got the roll. He'll get another, and a chance to make this a 2-possession game with just over 3 minutes to play.
I was watching the Appleton West student section. I've never seen 1,500 people with their breath go out of them waiting for that free throw to fall through.
Second free throw. Good. A little less drama on that one for Flynn.
And a 2-point or a 2-possession game now. So Appleton West still has to play tough defense. This is a tough matchup against the Spartans.
Ellisted gives it off to Wissing. 3 minutes to play. Halliburton walked. Tried to hold that pivot foot or the back foot, but it just came off.
You saw the toe kind of scraping along on that back foot. And now the pressure again off the dead ball.
Reeder quickly ahead to Mahoney. Majors back to Mahoney. In the lane, Mahoney, tough shot, foul. Oh, Brendan Hussey doing a little hopping on the base or on the sideline, thinking that one might have went in.
Brendan's always an emotional guy on the bench. He's fun to watch. Some coaches kind of cross their arms. They'll let the guys play and then, speak a quiet word to the official. Brennan has difficulty doing that. He gets into the game. It's great. Passion goes to your players. As Mahoney misses the first one. You want to see that kind of passion on the bench. He wants to bring that passion to the team so they play hard and keep going through tough situations like they have right now.
Second free throw. No good. Oh, no good. Flynn kept it alive, though, but Hickey was there.
Yeah, Reeder lost it. It was over his head. He couldn't find it. Otherwise, he would have had an easy layup.
Empty trip to the line. Still a 4-point game. Wissink in the lane. Mahoney got a piece of that as Flynn stood in, and that's some gutty, gritty defense by Mahoney with 4 fouls.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity, but they figure you have to chase Wissink because he has shown he can shoot from all over the floor and drive it to the hoop.
Loop to the corner, Halliburton. Here's a drive by Ellisted. Back out Wissink. Halliburton. Wissink for 3 to make it a 1-point game. 51-50. 2 minutes to play. Reeder to Flynn.
That's a great thing to do. Find your biggest guy. Get the ball up so only he can get it and maybe draw the foul.
Thomas checks the bench. Reeder. 2 timeouts left for Appleton West. Reeder fouled on the way to the hoop. It's a 10th foul. Double bonus situation. And let's take a look at some cold-blooded shooting from Wissink.
At least it's on his half of the floor. That is 4.5 feet behind the arc. Wissink, unafraid of that, says they're giving me that shot. I'm going to take that shot till they stop giving it to me, and then I'll drive toward the hole.
Reeder now with 14 points after that one goes through. Back to a 2-point game. This to make it a 3-point game. Reeder had 11 in the first. He's got 3 in the second. May get 4 in the second. 15 for Reeder. 3-point lead for Appleton West. We're under 2 minutes to play in the sectional semifinal. Halliburton directing traffic. You have a feeling one of these threes will fall. Wissing.
You have to go out and get it.
Yeah, Reeder went right after him. Ellisted. Ellisted for the tie. Off, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gabrilska to the corner. Halliburton, he'll drive. Dish in the lane. What a block by Flynn, but right into Gabrilska. He makes the bucket, and it's a chance to tie on the three-point play.
Again, chaos underneath the hoop. Nobody could get back into position. Suddenly, Gabrilska finds the ball in his hands. Here it is. Flynn does his job. Here it goes up. The miss. All the defense was over on one side of the lane. Coming over hard was Pierre Majors. First foul on him, just got there too late. And Gabrilska, the beneficiary of the right place at the right time.
Gabrilska to tie it again. 53 all with just over a minute to play. And he will come out, Hickey will come in, and that student section for the Spartans that was so quiet before, they're doing some slam dancing now. Thomas into the front court. Mahoney drives the lane, up for the lead. Mahoney hits.
Hickey had to back off that time. He knew he was in foul trouble. He gave Mahoney the lane and the easy dump in.
Under a minute to play. Appleton West leads by 2, but Oshkosh North can hit some threes. Ellisted. Halliburton. Kick to the corner. Halliburton for the lead. No good. Rebound Reeder. Thomas. Fouled by Ellisted. Another great look for the Spartans, but it just did not go.
Had everything you wanted. What a nice job by the Spartans playing that triangle game, getting the ball into the lane, then back out. And now the opportunity for Jason Thomas, the senior. Official talking to Frank Shady over by the Oshkosh North bench. Frank wants some.
That was the 5th foul on Traczynski. I thought I saw that they put it up on Ellisted, but it's actually against Traczynski, so that's 5 on him. And Oshkosh North will take a timeout here with 32 seconds to go. And this will be a 2-shot foul for Thomas in the double bonus.
Now it all depends for Oshkosh North. What happens here, Chris, if both free throws go in, you have a little more urgency about it, but you can still either take it to the hole or try the 3. If you miss one of them, do you gear back? Do you say, we're going to set up our offense, look for the 3? Oshkosh North has proven tonight they can go inside, they can kick it back outside and hit the 3s. Halliburton can shoot the 3, but Ellisted and Wissink have shown tonight that they can go way back and hit the 3 behind the arc. And that's what you're looking for. And if you're Appleton West, play straight up defense. You have the lead right now. See if you can get this. Officials talking to Frank Shady about something. I don't know if it's about Traczynski.
Maybe that they have changed that foul away from Traczynski.
It might be, yep.
Yeah. And the other official was talking with Brennan Hussey on the Appleton West bench, explaining the situation.
And that's, again, a good piece of officiating. You get to this level that these are the officials that the coaches throughout the year write the evaluations on and say, these are our highest rated officials. You get to work the sectionals. You get to work the state tournament games. But what this does now, you come out of a timeout and you're all built to this emotional peak if you're on the floor, and now you're kind of wandering around.
And Thomas was just kind of hovering out by the 3-point line waiting, and now he walks over to the bench while the officials are still talking. And now they send everything here. Thomas missed the front end of the bonus a few moments ago. He's got 2 shots here.
Yeah, they're going to bring Grabilska back in after the first free throw.
Missed the first, too hard off the rim. Gabrilski in for Hickey.
Yeah, you want the senior leadership guy who has a little more flexibility on offense, can step out, hit a three if necessary.
Second free throw. Got it. Three-point game.
And some light pressure.
And a timeout by Appleton West before the inbound. They have one left.
If I'm Brendan Hussey right now, I'm expecting a lot of passes going in, quick passes around by Oshkosh North. They probably have the quickness advantage here, so they're going to try to use that, have people cut in. If you get a cheap layup, you take it with 32 seconds left. If you get the three look, you take it. But make sure it's an open three, and the way that the Spartans have gotten the Terrors racing around on defense, there's a very good chance that they will find an open three look.
We had 11 three-pointers made in the first half, 6 by Appleton West and 5 by Oshkosh North. There have only been 2 three-pointers made in the second half entirely, both by Oshkosh North. And Brendan Hussey going over this with his team. He said they were a confident bunch, not cocky, confident coming into this one.
Yeah, well, you've got some size, you've got a lot of things you can do. But as we've seen, Oshkosh North able to take advantage of its strengths. They've been able to use their quickness. The full court pressure has flummoxed the Terrors a little bit from time to time. But now we're going to see some token pressure. Jack Flynn's just going to play back. Make sure you kind of play 6'8" free safety back there.
Halliburton, Elliston, Trochinsky, Gabrilska, and Wissink on the floor for Oshkosh North. Wissink.
Yeah, you've got to go out and get him.
Halliburton, Wissink for the tie! Oh my! From right in front of the student section. And with 12 seconds to go, we're tied at 56.
The student section's all going to fall out of the stands here pretty soon, Chris. They are. But let's take a look at this, Chris. They set it up again. Get the defense racing around. There's the screen. Great screen set up by Gabrilska. It opens up Wissink. He takes 2 steps over to his left, lets the screen work, and has a wide open shot because the lower defensive man didn't come off the screen and play that one. And again, when you're on defense, when it's this loud, it's tough to talk, to get your voice known to your teammate, especially in front of the opposing student section. And Oshkosh North now, let's see if they come out and play that pressure. They have bothered Appleton West with their pressure, running the ball handler into a secondary defender.
27 points for Shane Wissink. That three tied the game. They have reset the scoreboard to 13.4 seconds.
Yeah, one timeout left for the Terrors, and I think one timeout left for Oshkosh North as well. And there will be pressure out of the Spartans.
Reeder will inbound. Here's Thomas. Under 10. Mahoney. Reeder. 3, 2, 1. Appleton West goes on to sectional finals.
Get to beat the student body. That's it.
March is all about emotion.
Let's look at it.
And
Reeder
great
gets it.
plays.
The spin. Oshkosh North wanted a push off there. Didn't get it. Reeder rolls it in. And what a finish to this one, Chris.
58-56. The Terrors go on to play in Marshfield on Saturday. A big bear hug from Flynn to Reeder. After after the buzzer. What a game we had tonight on sectional semifinal Thursday. Dick will be courtside if he can get there after this. What a finish we had here tonight. Appleton West up big early. Oshkosh North fought back all night, tied it on the Wissink 3 with 13 seconds to play, but wow, Joey Reeder hits the shot at the buzzer to win it. Leading scorers tonight for Oshkosh North, Shane Wissink had 27 for the Spartans. 17 points for Joey Reeder, including the 2 at the buzzer to send the Terrors on to the sectional finals on Saturday. I think Dick is courtside. Let's go to him.
And we're on the floor right now, 58-56, Appleton West over Oshkosh North in the sectional semifinal. Here with Joey Reeder, who met the entire Appleton West student body after making that shot to win it. And head coach Brennan Hussey, I guess first of all, Joey, tell us the play setup. What did you see? What did you do? Final play.
The play was set up for Pierre Mages because he's a really good finisher, and coach had a really good play set up, but it didn't really come through. Jack Flynn wasn't open, so I took it to the hole and I got a good shot off.
You had that little bit of a spin there, and I saw the arm come out, give yourself a little room, got the Oshkosh North crowd fired up. I mean, was it something that you saw that thing go off the back iron and kind of sit for a second? How long did that feel like?
That felt like forever. I can't explain that feeling. I was just waiting and waiting, and it finally went in. That was a crazy feeling.
Talk about playing this Oshkosh North team now, third time, their quickness, their ability to shoot it, and their ability to come back.
They're a really good team. They're coached really well. Their 1-3-1 is really, really tough to beat. I thought we did a pretty good job, and they shot really well, but I think we shot really well too, and that helped us a lot.
One game away from state now. Just the thought, the entire season now, 4 or 5 months being together. I mean, what are the thoughts right now?
It's amazing. We worked really hard. We came together as a team very well. And we're a tight group, and we're just doing what we do best.
Brennan, you got out early, a fast start, a lot of 3 balls, North adjusted. I mean, just take us through that, the adjustments you had to make throughout this game.
Getting used to us shooting that well. These kids really stepped up and just played tonight. And I thought you saw 2 really nice teams on the floor just duking it out. We had a great first half. They came back nicely, put a lot of pressure on us with that shooting that they have. And we had just enough inside presence and some key rebounds. These kids spread the floor. Our kids spread the floor late, and then of course you saw instinct take over, and you know that's what real ball players do, and you're looking at one here.
How tough was that with the foul trouble, with Joey, with Mahoney inside, and even with Flynn a little bit? How much did you have to mix and match defensively?
Well, you know, that's where the fact that we work situations, we'll say it on a spur of the moment in practice. Okay, so-and-so's in foul trouble. We'll make it up and say, all right, you 3 are in there, and you know, they understand that.
Possibly, probably, we haven't heard the score yet, but you get number 1 Stevens Point for the sectional final. I mean, there's a challenge. You come from one challenge to another one.
Well, and certainly at this stage of the season, they're all just real big challenges. But, you know, we look at them as opportunities. And my gosh, we get to go play the defending state champ. And I know those guys. We go way back, and they've done a great job with that group. But, you know, we have a little game ourselves.
Well, Brennan Hussey, Joey Reeder, great job. Enjoy this one for the next 24 to 48 hours. Best of success to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right. Appleton West, the winner tonight over Oshkosh North. And we'll be back to wrap this one up right after this on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Welcome back to Oshkosh West, where the Appleton West Terrors move on to the sectional finals on Saturday with a 58-56 victory over Oshkosh North. It was Joey Reeder with the lay-in at the end. And Dick, what a finish we had here tonight, and what effort from Oshkosh North. Down big early, came back to tie it, and that Wissink 3 to tie it was one of the best plays we've seen all year.
Well, Shane Wissink got himself going early. Suddenly, he started from 19 feet, and then 20 feet, and then 22 feet, and pretty soon 24 feet. And he opened himself up, used the screens very well. The Spartans played the triangle game so well and opened him up, and he got the shots he needed and brought the Spartans back to that tie game right at the end.
27 points tonight for Wissink, and a quick note about the Spartans, Dick. Wissink's a junior, Halliburton's a sophomore, Hickey's a freshman. My gosh, they're going to be loaded next year.
They are. They're coming back, and of course, Philip Flory is back for his senior year as well. So North could be pretty good at basketball again next year.
The Appleton West Terrors march on to Saturday, and you heard Reeder just say it was a great play, and that ball just hung on the rim forever before it finally went in.
Well, you take a look at that last play. As Joey said, they had something designed. They were supposed to open it up. Jack Flynn could have been open, but it kind of got screwed up. And so suddenly, Joey Reeder has to make a play. Comes in, makes the spin move, gives himself room, puts it up. And I think all the breath went out of the Oshkosh West gym on both sides, and it falls through, and the Terrors move on.
What a ball game we had tonight, and we've got one more coming your way on Saturday. Probably there will be the Division II sectional final at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And Dick, I'm looking forward to that one because it has a chance to be just as good as this one.
It really is. You get to a sectional final and suddenly you're looking at teams that know it's right there. You can feel it. You can taste it. It's the Kohl Center. You want to get there. You want to play one more week with your buddies, and only one team will do it.
All right, partner, rest up. We'll see you on Saturday. And we'll see you on Saturday as well. This is Chris Merring for Dick Napinski saying thanks for watching in, and thanks to our crew here tonight to catch all the action. See you on Saturday for sectional finals.